Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 64 of the Railcraft server Let's Play. And it's been a while. I got a number of episodes out of that weather and seasons thing, which actually seems to be broken now, which is odd. Now, I'll probably fix that off camera at some point. Have a look at why it is not working correctly anymore. But on the series, we're going to get back to the proper stuff and get back to working on the new base. And the first thing I'm going to do, because I have gotten quite fed up with having to run back and forth between the new base and the old base, so I'm going to set up a bit of a railway, a temporary railway between them, and hopefully it is going to speed things up a little bit. Right, I don't think there's a way to make creosote oil. Or wait. No, there is, isn't there? I think it might be better to make booster track kits, because I already have a few of those. And they would allow me to apply this to existing rails or tracks. Ooh, well, that will do. Don't have very much redstone left, so at some point I'm going to have to go out and mine more of that. Now, I do have a bunch of iron nuggets. I could get 4 of those out of that. That's not a lot, though. Do I have... Pretty sure I can't use lead. Bronze, I need 3. Yeah, that's not going to work. Ooh, I do have steel nuggets lying about. How lovely. So got a bunch more of these track parts. And we're going to simply have a straight up railway with some booster tracks and a boarding track at each end with a button on the ground next to it, and a single cart that will be able to take me back and forth relatively quickly, because I don't want to have to traveling over there with the jetpack is not super efficient, and it's a bit annoying to have to do that. Now, the actual plan is to set up a railway station in the new base that will probably have a connection here. But that's a bit of a major project, so this is just going to be a temporary setup, like I said, to get it going quickly. Later on, the idea is that there's going to be an electric railway that is going to take us to be able to take you around to the different parts of the base. So let's make a bunch of those. 18 of those. I don't know if that is going to suffice. And then I happen to have 2 locking track kits, and there's no shortage of tracks. So I'm just going to collect a bunch of those. And I have carts too, so that is nice. I guess I can start here, because why not? Might want a few of those as well, actually, platforms, so that I can construct some scaffolding to run the rails on where the terrain is uneven. Yeah, wooden floor. I don't think that's what I want. I want wooden frames. Let's put away the computer stuff for now, because I still need to figure out where I'm at. Kind of lost my place being away for a while, being distracted by other things. So I need to take stock of what I need to make for the reactor setup so that we can continue with that. 28 of those is not great. Maybe I should make them out of spruce instead. Actually, I'll probably have a bunch of planks here. Yeah, there's some more oak wood there. We'll turn that into a bunch of these as well. Let's just do that. Alright, so now we should be able to start this off. We'll do that. I'll leave the gold here. So we'll start it here by the back entrance. Have a track like that. Have a locking track there. And then we'll go off in this direction, and immediately I need to actually, what I could probably do is just turn, follow the edge for a bit. Something like that. And probably want this to connect properly. Like that. And at some point we're also going to need to go up. Okay, so now let's go like that. And then we want to go up right about here, I guess. There's actually a bit of a slope here already. We need to even this out a bit. So we need to go something like that. And then tracks are going to go on top of here, of course. Up like this. And we're going to need to turn here. So I guess what I have to do is that. So I have to come down here. Like that. So we'll actually miss my intended initial plan a little bit, but that's fine. And I went too low there. We don't actually need to go down. Probably going to need a bunch of booster tracks to get up the slope, but we'll test that out, obviously. Or we'll test our way to getting that to work. So I actually need more of these. Although I'm not going to fill up the canyon with them. I'm just going to make what I need. Some bridges and stuff, probably. And again, this is all temporary. It's going to be removed eventually when it is no longer needed. Should probably break out the crowbar because breaking tracks is slow with hands. And it's not like I'm low on those materials. I can easily make another iron crowbar if I want or need to. Okay, so we'll follow this up naturally for a bit. Actually, probably want to rise as quickly as possible, so I am definitely going to need to make more platforms. But since we are at a cliffside here, we can save a few by we don't need to fill in at the bottom. Of course, we don't have physics or anything, so I don't really have to do that anyway. But dang it, I would anyway because I don't like floating things. We're going to go up like that. How did... Ah, dang it. How did that get there? I guess I missed it. Okay. Try not to spend too long doing this. Yeah. Just keep going up like this. I think it's still decently supported, so we're fine. And I'm out of platforms. Great. Right. Let's go in and make some more of those, I guess. Would have preferred if they were all the same wood type, but I don't think I have enough or any oak wood left, so probably have to settle for spruce wood, which we have tons of, and I really probably should have made them from that in the beginning because I should have known that I would need a lot of them. Let me replace them, the ones I've placed already, with these off camera afterwards, just to make it look uniform. But for now, this will do. So let's just continue. I actually thought, well, I don't actually know if we're going to. So it's kind of aiming for underneath this bridge here, and we'll probably have to... It looks like we're going to hit it if we continue up, so we'll probably actually have to go straight here for a bit, so we get underneath that, because I want to go over there to that. So I guess we have to cross over that in that direction to hit the dang it, to hit the central hub thing. Okay. So we'll just go straight across like this. And this is going to need to be supported by something, because I think the distance... Let's... How do you turn on hover mode again? I don't know. Dang it. I've forgotten how to... Wait, actually it's... Is it Shift M? That's not it. Control M? No. I don't know. I could look up what the key is. If it was, I thought it was Control H. Let's have a look, actually. Let's have a look at IC2. Alt key is left menu. Boost key is L control. So it's... Whoops. There we go. Right, so it's space, Alt, and M. Kind of too late now, though, of course. I don't really... Well, I guess I need it now. So there we go. Sounds a little annoying, but whatever. Okay, so we need to get around here. Actually, maybe I should just cut through the mountain. I don't have a chainsaw handy, do I know? Actually, I have that in here. Probably bring that out. Break these a little faster. Right, we're going to cut through the mountain. I don't think there is anything here. We haven't built anything. And we can pretty easily fill this back in when we need to get rid of this. But just to save some time and distance, to make it a shortcut straight through here. Kind of like that. And then we want to go over there, because that is the destination. So I need to place some tracks here. And then, of course, we're going to start start riding the cart and see how far we get. Place boosters, and then repeat. Which actually means we're going to need a bunch of redstone torches. Which is unfortunate, because I don't have any more redstone. I don't think. So I might actually have to cut the video a bit to go mine some more redstone. So probably... So this is the central mountain with the elevator and stuff here, which have actually run out of power, so the elevator system is offline currently, which is fine because I have a jetpack. I may power it back up, but I may also just wait until I have finished setting the reactor up so we can just power it with that. Whoops. I mean to put that in my offhand. Okay, so we're just going to go straight across like this, and then turn sort of here-ish. So I think, yeah, like that. And then we're going to go up here. Shoot. Then I mean to place that there. And we're going to have the track stop, well, right about here by the door. Collect this again. Oh, actually climbed it a bit there. Oh, right. Breaking things is freaking slow when you're hovering. So for supports for this, we'll probably do something like this. Something like that there. And then I guess we'll connect it to the mountain side here. To make it look like it's supported. Here I'm not sure. I guess something like... this might do. And then construct something like that. Yeah, that looks decent. Probably want something here as well. Because I do care about how it looks. Let's do that. I think are there can you actually... You can't change these. Pretty sure the crowbar counts as a wrench, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. I do have a wrench, don't I? No. I do have... what's the tool key there? Now, these don't have any alternate modes. Thought you could toggle the platform shape somehow, but maybe that is just for rotating. I may need to, because I think there are inverse slope platforms. Maybe you get to move. I think that's too far. We'll put a torch there. And then we're going to have the other locking track kit there. And we're going to have that in boarding mode in that direction. And now we're going to go to the other side. And we're going to start from the bottom, of course, because getting up is going to take more boosters than getting down. Which makes sense, because gravity and junk. So let's go down here and hope that the amount of boosters I was able to make will suffice. Also, I need to get more redstone torches somehow. I am not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. And I have a mining backpack. Where did I put that? I think I might have some redstone left. I do. That's probably not going to be enough. Oh, there's some. Nice. Perfect. Okay, let's make some more torches. Probably have enough torches for all. Actually, well, I'll probably put the boosters individually, which means we need more torches. 14. That's 7. And then we had redstone here. Just need 7 of that. That should give me 21 torches. And then, of course, we need a cart as well. And we're going to plonk that there. And then we need a pair of buttons. Plop that there. And I'm pretty sure the momentum is different when there's a player in the cart. So we need to be in it to test properly. Probably want a booster right about there at the start. So let's... Oh. Let's put one there. And I'll put a torch inside that platform or wooden frame, which is a nice feature. Then we'll go back to the start under our own power, get caught by the locking track, and then we'll poof off again, and we don't get very far. By the looks of it, I would say that we need a locking track, probably at least with a gap of 2 in between, maybe even with a gap of 1. So we'll go back to the start and press the button again. Might want a booster track in the middle here because this is pretty slow. Okay, that works, I guess. It's not optimal speed-wise, but dang it. Until I get the materials for more booster tracks, that may have to do. So one there, one there, there, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I want one here to help the cart over the edge. So as you can see, this is already using most of my booster tracks. So I'll probably mine more redstone in between this episode and the next, which will make me, or allow me to make some more boosters. And then we can improve this by increasing booster density. Okay, so that should get us up the slope. We have 8 tracks remaining. We'll put one here and put a torch in there just to give a little bit of a speed boost. So let's see how this goes. I want to put one right there, actually. Shoot. Right, so we get up because of the momentum cap, but we lose it slowly over time, which also makes sense. So maybe if I put a track there, or a booster there, that might work. Alright, so I actually lose more speed than I thought. Put one there, too. See how that goes. Won't have many tracks left for the top bit. I might actually have to mine some stuff. And then we'll have to finish this in the next episode. Because it looks like I'm not going to have enough. Oh, yeah. So you want one here too. But probably want one here as well. Yeesh. 3 left. It's not ideal. We'll also put one here, I guess. Because it doesn't look like there's enough speed coming down to make it back to the locking track. Okay, so that worked. Then how far do we get here? Pretty far, actually. Then we have another slope here, which we are not going to get up. Stop, 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 stop. No, stop, stop. Okay. Pushing in the opposite direction has a relatively... Okay, suddenly turned around. That was weird. Maybe it was lag. So I'll probably need these here, I would guess. And then we're going to go back down and try going back up. Ow. Yeah, I'm going to need more boosters, definitely, to make this as speedy as I want it to be. But hey, we get back. Ow. What was... Oh, stupid skeletons. Okay, let's go back up. It's not super safe, but that's not really a huge deal for me, at least. Of course, the actual railway is going to be more protected than this. Okay, yeah, that works. Then we'll have another button here. And then we press that, and we should be able to go back down. Pretty speedy. It's mostly this slope that needs a few more boosters to be more efficient. And that is where I'm going to end the episode. And like I said, I'll mine some more materials, mainly redstone. Well, exclusively redstone. And then we'll be back in the next episode to install more boosters and then perhaps get back on track with the reactor. So, I will see you then.